Hello, my name is Kevin,
And my name's Ulysses.
and this is the Don't Look podcast, where we're gonna be talking about paranormal stuff, true crime, and anything else horror. Anything that you want us to talk about that's horror related, we'll have it right here.
Yep. A lot of horror stuff, a lot of paranormal stuff.
Yeah, you know what's funny? After a year of after a year of just choosing if we want to do this or not, we finally
We
did it.
finally did it. Yeah.
Yeah,
This is our first episode.
yeah. I mean, we did a pilot like a year ago
Yeah, we
for
did.
for a podcasting class.
Yeah. Shout out Edie Rubinowitz. We got partnered up and we decided to do a paranormal podcast.
Yeah.
And this is kind of like a soft reboot of that. And yeah, just hoping to explore more of the paranormal and
Yeah,
hopefully one day have guests where they can talk and share their stories too.
yeah, definitely. We've been contemplating for like a year, but like we never had the like equipment or anything like that to like
Yeah.
for us to get started. But like shout out to Lyric Lounge, they finally provided us with that.
Shout out LaFay.
Yeah, and Daniel too, and to our university for letting letting this happen. Really.
Yeah.
So mainly like to talk about paranormal stuff.
Yeah.
So tell me, Uli, like what are some experiences you had with like spirits or ghosts, anything like that?
So growing up, I didn't have a really no experience at all. I would just hear my parents talk about things that would go on in their childhood and like in their town in Mexico, and I would hear stories and like different things that people experienced. But I was always like very skeptical. I was like, I don't know, nothing's ever happened to me, or I've never seen anything. But up until recently, actually my first semester here at Northeastern, I finally had an experience in the basement of Northeastern, which was
Yeah.
pretty interesting. Um, yeah, it was just I think it was like the third week of me being an NEIU student, and I had this class where it was stage design, so it was a lot of working with props and building sets for the performances here at Northeastern. And I remember my task for that day was I had a very specific knife that I had to go downstairs and find. It had to be metal, obviously, because it needed to look real. It needed to have like a wood end and like the knife. The main goal was for it to not be sharp. They wanted it to be dull. So I was like, okay, that's gonna be very time consuming because there's a lot of props on there, a lot of little different knives.
Yeah.
But before that, actually, during my first day in the class, we went downstairs to the basement. We got a tour of the basement, and my professor, she did warn us. She was like, I'm here sometimes at 12 in the morning preparing for plays and performances, and I do hear little children running around and crying and stuff. So, like, I had that in my mind. I was like, and you know how some people are like, oh, if you think about it, it's not going to happen. So that day where I was tasked to go down to the basement and retrieve this very detailed prop that I needed to find, I had that in the back of my mind, and I was like, oh, okay, I think about it, it's not gonna happen, it's not gonna happen. So about 5 minutes while I'm down there, I turn on the lights and I like start looking for this knife. I'm moving storage boxes around, and all of a sudden, in the corner of my eye, I see this wooden chair fall, and I was like frozen. I was like, right. I was like, okay, that's. I was like trying to like rationalize, like be like, oh, maybe there's wind, but it's like the basement. There's no wind in the basement.
Yeah.
So what I did, I went, and the thing that was interesting was that you know how some chairs normally they're like top heavy, where you the backrest portion of it, so
Yeah.
you would think that it would fall that way. Well, no, this chair fell the opposite way. Like someone needed to have pushed it so that it fell that way, which
God.
was weird. And I have a picture of it. I'll send it to you so you can add it to the
Okay.
podcast.
Yeah, we'll do that. So I want to point out that a year ago when we started this podcast for our podcasting class, we actually did went to that area to do
Yeah.
some recording, and and yeah, we tested the chair a lot, and like yeah, that shit's
Yeah,
sturdy.
it's sturdy.
It's sturdy.
Yeah, that day I went to go pick it up because I was still like, okay, something happened. The chair has like a wonky leg or something. No, I picked it up, sturdy. I sat on it, sturdy.
Yeah.
That's when it clicked. I was like, oh, this is not right. This isn't normal. I started getting like those goosebumps.
Yeah.
And I like bolted upstairs to my classroom. And
Yeah, I remember when we went there, like the feeling there was just not it at all.
yeah,
Like I felt like someone was just watching me constantly,
yeah,
like behind me.
the air is very heavy down there. It's kind of weird.
Yes, it is.
It's like an eerie feeling, and like the lights are not that bright either, so it's like
Definitely is.
there's a lot
Yeah.
of dark corners.
Yeah, that's not even the only area that's like, presumably like haunted.
Mhm.
Like in our campus. I mean, we live literally right next to
That's
our campus is right next to a cemetery, so
yeah,
that does not help it at all.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's not surprising that there would be paranormal
yeah.
activities here.
I remember some people mentioned that the tunnels under our campus are haunted.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I forgot who like mentioned that, but yeah, I remember like I went down there just to look around because I used to walk there a lot. Like
Mhm.
when I had classes for LWH, I would just go down there and then either see my counselor or just go to the cafeteria because LWH and the cafeteria are connected through the tunnels.
Yeah.
But I decided to take a look at it and like I've gone some places where like I usually don't go to.
Mhm.
And, like honestly, like it's very spooky. Like it reminds me of the boiler room at what's it called, Freddy Krueger,
Right. The Freddy
Ni-
Krueger boiler.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah.
You know the dream world where it's like what's it called,
Really
it's like
dark and
yeah,
yeah.
it's just a boiler room.
Yeah.
But I didn't like really see anything as far as I know.
Mhm.
There's also the parking lot.
Right.
Yeah,
I have heard stories about the parking lot too.
yeah. Like what kind of stories in the parking lot?
Um, in the garage, one of my classmates mentioned that he had late class. He would have late classes that
Mm-hmm.
semester, and he would park in the garage. And he said that one day when he was starting up his car, in his rearview mirror, he saw someone pass behind the car,
Mm-hmm.
like walk past, and he was like, "That's weird," because it was empty. It was just his car in that specific level of the garage of the lot. And then he turned around, nobody was there. So yeah,
So we have shadow people now in
yeah.
our campus.
What
Nice.
have you had any experiences with the paranormal?
Yes, I have like a long time ago. Like so okay, so I did have something recently like a couple years ago, but my very first experience when I was a kid, I was like 11 or 12, I think,
Mm.
in Mexico. And I remember I decided to like go to sleep in the living room and I fell asleep watching TV. And one thing that happened was that what was it? Yes, I heard a moan like in my ear, like
Mm-hmm.
not like it was someone moaning in pain, basically a female.
Mm-hmm.
And
Creepy.
yeah,
And you said you were asleep.
I was asleep.
Okay.
Um, and I'm a pretty deep sleeper, like
Mm-hmm.
so it takes a lot for something to wake me up.
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't just the sound; like I felt a breath in my ear.
Like the air of someone.
Yes,
Yeah.
like when someone whispers in your ear, you feel like hot
Yeah.
in your ear. That's what happened, and when that happened, I just shut up from like the couch.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like I was sweating
Yeah.
profusely, and like I freaked out. My aunt's bedroom is like across the hallway from the living room,
Mm-hmm.
so I just ran there, just
Wow.
panically. Just
How old were you during this?
had to be 11,
Oh, okay.
and I for all over the years I tried to rationalize it, saying like maybe it's the air or something, but then I realized that the windows were shut, and also it's in Mexico. The houses are not built to have ventilation,
Right.
so it couldn't be have been ventilation or anything like that. And it was also a really hot day. It's not
Yeah.
like it was or a hot night, so it's not like it was cold and then I
Yeah,
just
like there wasn't a breeze or anything.
yeah there was nothing. So
Wow.
uh yeah, it was pretty bad.
Do you know if there was any history in that house of?
I looked some stuff up with the extent of how what a kid can do
Mm-hmm.
with research, and as far as I know there was nothing
Wow.
like there was any history. Like my parents built that, not my parents, my grandparents built that house,
Right.
so maybe they could have built it like some on top of something.
Right.
Who
Oh
knows?
yeah, Mexico is like a hot spot for
Oh yeah.
paranormal
Oh
stuff.
yes.
Like everyone has a Llorona in their town, and
Yes,
everyone has
definitely.
yeah,
We have we have El Chupacabra too.
yeah. That's
We have a whole lot of things. I don't know
a bunch
why.
of demons just terrorizing Mexico.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh my god! And like also have some stories from my grandma that she told me about, which I'll tell another time.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's just that was one of my main experiences.
Yeah.
Another one that happened a few years ago was when I worked at a nursing home. Like I think yeah, it was during 2020 during the
The
pandemic.
pandemic. Yeah.
Yeah, and I remember when I started working there, like I was being trained by someone to be a janitor, and I asked him like, so do people die here often? And he's like, oh yeah, just last week someone
Oh wow.
uh, a, a patient passed away in his sleep. I'm like, oh okay. He was just so nonchalant
Yeah,
about it.
nonchalant about it.
Yeah, like if he
Like it's
like
expected that
yeah, it's
someone's gonna.
expected and also happens pretty often.
Yeah.
Like but yeah, and then one time, then I went from a janitor to a cook in the nursing home.
Mhm.
So I was working in the kitchen. One time I was just cutting up like fruits and vegetables to feed to
Mhm.
the patients, and then all of a sudden I had like this like burning sensation in my chest,
Mhm.
like that center in my chest, and then like it was to a point where I couldn't take it anymore. I had to check it out. So I went to the bathroom and took my shirt off, and I looked at myself in the mirror, and you can see like three scratch marks in
Mm.
the middle of my chest. They were small, but like they were like red
Right.
too. Like they went in like pretty deep, but not enough to make me like bleed
Yeah.
profusely,
Crazy.
you know. And so I was like, I had to think about like what could have done this. Like
Yeah.
I couldn't have cut myself because that
Right.
would meant I accidentally cut myself 3 times and I didn't notice.
Yeah.
If you think about it, it would look like a claw mark basically.
Okay.
And yeah, like I know the basement like feels really weird in that nursing home.
Mm. It's
Like
always the basement.
it's always the basement.
Yeah.
Yeah, and funny enough, the kitchen was in the basement.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but there was like a deeper routes down the basement where like you do all laundry and all that kind of stuff,
Okay.
which I always avoided. Even when I was a janitor, I would tell them like, "Hey, can like anybody that was working with me as a janitor, I would tell them like, hey, can you like do the laundry for me, please? Because I
Mhm.
don't want to go
Yeah.
down there. Like I'll clean the floor for you if you want anything.
Was that area generally like? Was there people down there a lot, or was it?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, people will go down there like nurses, staff, all the time to like either get like laundry or just like get fresh towels for the patients, stuff like that. You know.
Okay.
Yeah, because also like down the basement there was also there's the kitchen, the laundry, and then like the offices where like the bosses and like
Yeah. Although
all
higher.
the higher up people will work there. So I don't know. It was just really weird.
Wow.
Those it's just one of those things where you can just cannot explain it.
Yeah. 3 claw marks. That's
3 claw
crazy.
marks. Yes.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Have you ever had any experience with like sleep paralysis?
Okay, so
Because.
I did, but it was just one of those boring like experiences.
Mm.
Like I was just like laid down in I remember I woke up. I was just laying down in a fucking like very awkward position.
Okay.
I
Oh,
was
you
just
moved in your.
huh?
You moved in your sleep paralysis.
No, I was just like that the whole
Oh,
time.
okay.
Like I was just in a very awkward position. I was just like, man, why am I in this position? And then I just stayed like that, and my
Yeah.
face was facing against the wall.
Mm-hmm.
But like no, nothing happened. Like I just felt like I couldn't move like
Right.
as much as I wanted to because I was like on top of my arm and like
Crazy.
I don't know. It's
Yeah. No, for me, it's I don't see things. Thankfully, knock on wood.
yeah,
Um, but I do get the sensation of like wanting to pick up your arm, and I'm like struggling to pick up my arm.
really.
But I do remember this one instance where I tend to sleep with the TV on, so
Mhm.
it's always on, and my mom's always like, "Turn off the TV. Why is it on?" Blah blah blah. And this one night, I felt I got the sleep paralysis, and I felt like I was aware enough to know that like the TV was on, and I also felt the sensation of someone hovering over me, like trying to reach something over me. Like I even felt like the you know how when you someone sits in a mattress or something, you feel like that sensation of like pressure when someone sits on
Yeah.
mattress. I felt that, and in my head, I was like, "Oh, it's probably just my mom coming in to turn off the TV." But when I woke up, like I forced myself to wake up, and I remember my parents aren't even here; they're in Mexico right now,
Oh no.
and my door is locked. My door is always locked.
Oh no.
So yeah, I got freaked out. I actually didn't go back to sleep. This was like 3 in the morning. I was
I
like,
wouldn't
I
either.
can't go back to sleep
I
after
wouldn't
that.
either.
I
I
was
would
like,
just watch cartoons for
yeah,
the
I
rest
just
of the
started
night.
watching YouTube
Just
because I was like, what the hell?
Really?
Yeah, and then I also have posters in my room, and sometimes you know how when you have sleep paralysis, I don't know for you, but for me it's like I'm squinting almost, so I can see little bits of things.
No, not for me. My eyes were wide open when the whole thing
Oh,
happened.
really? No, for me it's like I'm squinting,
Yeah.
and I can see like the posters in my room. Like I have Star Wars posters, and like
Yeah.
their faces get deformed and stuff.
Really?
I'm like, yeah,
Ooh.
those are kind of creepy sometimes, but
Yeah.
thankfully no demons, nothing like
No.
that. But
Yeah, I remember I had some friends tell me, mainly my best friend. She would tell me like she'll get like sleep paralysis, and then she says that she felt like she was pushed down by someone,
oh
like she couldn't move at all. And then I think she said that she saw like a figure on top of her,
wow,
like hovering over her, and like that's one of those really
hmm
brutal stories that you hear about on the internet.
yeah,
And then I remember like some people would say that they will see like this very familiar face,
uh huh,
like not familiar, but
yes,
like a very common face.
yeah, the guy in
With
your dreams or whatever.
Yeah, let me look it up actually.
It's
Yeah,
like yeah. I don't like looking at that face because I'm like I don't want to see that thing in my
I want to see it.
dream.
You see in your dreams? Yep, it's this guy, right?
Yep, that's him.
Yeah,
Creepy looking dude.
yeah. It doesn't even look like anybody. Oh my god, there's a detailed picture, and it's like
Yeah.
that's even worse. Um,
So your friend has seen this face, this person?
I don't think she specifically said that, but I know a lot of people say it. Like they just see that face
Really?
when they're like either in dreams or they go through a sleep paralysis like
Hmm.
experience, and they say, "Yeah, I seen this face, and I don't know where I got this face from. Like I
Wow.
just see it."
Yeah.
So I don't know. The brain is a very complex
Yeah. The
thing for sure.
dreams are weird.
Yeah.
Like I remember my brother told me he would have this reoccurring dream
Mm-hmm.
where he was chasing a woman,
Yeah.
but he couldn't see her face, and then like every time he got closer to like touch her,
Mm-hmm.
she would like teleport like forward, and like he could never see who it was and why she was always in his dreams. I'm
Okay.
like, that's creepy stuff like that. I don't know.
I don't know. My dream. I mean, I always forget what my dreams are, so I
Yeah.
can never tell a story of like, oh, I had a dream about this. Like I'll tell people, yeah, yeah, I had a very weird dream last night. Now
Hmm.
they'll ask me like, what was it about? I'm like, I don't know, I forgot.
Wow.
I just know it was weird.
Um, there's one I remember from when I was really young. I don't know why it stuck with me all these years, but the dream was I was trying to go inside my house,
Okay.
and typically we have like trash bags by the door.
Mm-hmm.
And in this dream, the trash bag was like moving, and someone was like trying to rip out of it. And I don't remember if they ever did. I was probably like 7.
Oh
This
God.
dream. I don't know why. See, I don't know why I remember the dream. This was a long
I
time
feel
ago.
like I've seen that somewhere. Like someone just opening through.
Yeah, like in shows and stuff, you see like that image of like someone trying to rip through things. And I just remember getting chased down the street of my where I live. But
Oh
yeah,
my God.
that's one of the dreams I remember. I don't know why.
Yeah. So, what got you like in the paranormal, like in general? Like, what
For,
got you interested in that?
well, apart from like stories my parents would tell, like whenever they were around,
Yeah.
relatives were around,
Yeah, it's always that.
they would like after like certain discussions they'll move into paranormal stuff, and it's like, oh yeah, and then this and this blah blah, and I was like, I would drop everything. I was like fully focused on these stories.
Yeah.
But I also would watch a lot of ghost hunters growing up. When they were like sometimes during Halloween they would do like 24-hour live streams,
Yeah, I remember
and they
that.
would bring in celebrities to like go to these haunted houses with them,
Mm-hmm.
and like yeah, that was really cool. I'm like, oh, I would like I'm not I don't know if I would do it, but I'm like that's really interesting and maybe an experience I'd probably do if I like
I
got the
mean,
courage.
we have a whole building with us
True,
that's haunted.
it's haunted
So
apparently.
maybe if we get special permission, we'll stay
Yeah.
here
Any
overnight.
media for you that like got you into paranormal, like movies or anything?
Um. So just like you, like I will watch a lot of shows like Ghost Hunters. Mainly, I used to watch Ghost Adventures as a
Hmm.
kid. But like I remember they also did like live streams. They also bring in like celebrities. I remember one episode they brought in Post Malone
Oh wow.
in it, and like they locked him up in the room by himself.
Oh.
But mainly like it's just general morbid curiosity for the
Hmm.
paranormal. Like I remember in my family, you do not talk about ghosts at
Okay.
all, like any of that type of stuff, because my mom was very religious,
Uh huh.
and she like whenever I would talk about ghosts and that type of stuff, she'll tell me like, don't talk about that,
Cut it out. Yeah.
yeah, cut it out. Like ghosts aren't real, but demons are, because
Mm.
she says, well, God is real, so
Yeah.
Satan must be real, and then
Right.
if Satan is real, then demons are real.
Right.
But also remember, I used to watch a lot of horror like videos,
Mm-hmm.
just like I don't know, like people catching stuff in the paranormal.
Right,
Yeah,
right. Especially YouTube during when I was like really young,
yeah,
that era, like early YouTube, where like there wasn't so many restrictions and regulations with like things
yeah.
that people uploaded. It was crazy back then. I remember the first time I was truly, truly terrified. This was like early years of YouTube, and I didn't even have a computer yet. My cousin downstairs had a computer,
Mm-hmm.
and my older cousin. I remember one day they brought me downstairs because they were like, "Oh, look, this is YouTube, blah blah blah." So we were watching funny videos. We were watching like a bunch of little meme stuff.
Yeah.
And then at one point they're like, "Oh, look at this video." I
Mm-hmm.
don't know if you've seen this video, but it's the one with the hill, with the
Yeah.
car driving
Oh,
down.
instantly no. Yeah.
Yes, the hill video. And they were trying to play. They were playing a prank on me. I don't know what the hell. They're like, "Look, if you look inside the car, you see something funny with this guy driving down." I forgot what they told me, some silly stuff. And they were like, "Yeah, you have to get really close to the screen though." So
Mm-hmm.
I'm there, probably like 7 or 8 years old. I'm like getting really close to the computer screen, and I'm like, I don't. What is this? I don't see anything. And they're like, "No, just keep watching. Just keep watching. Get closer." All of a sudden, the face. I was like, "Oh my!" I got chills right now. I got chills right now. Just talking about it. I bolted out of their house. I ran upstairs to my house, and I remember they were chasing after me. They're like, "No, no, no! Don't go tell my aunts. Come down, come down." And they're like, "You're so pale. Like, relax." I was like,
Oh my god.
scariest thing I've ever experienced. Freaking early years of YouTube.
I remember that I had a similar experience where, yeah, I was also at a cousin's house in Aurora,
Yeah, it's always the
and
cousins.
it's always the cousins
Yeah.
for some reason, and it's always also the ones that have a computer,
Right.
always, and yeah, we were just watching videos on his computer, and then we saw the video, like they weren't like trying to prank me or anything. All of us didn't know what it was, so we just
Oh.
clicked on it, and then we were just like, "What the fuck is this?" And then
Yeah.
yeah, the face appears.
Yeah.
Like we get scared, but we thought it was really funny, so
Wow.
we decided to prank our moms with that.
Oh. What?
So all of us said like, "Mom, come here, watch this."
Uh huh.
And like, yeah, we just got him to like, we got him like very close to the monitor too to
Uh huh.
see it, and like just look closely. And my mom was just like, "What? It's just a car, you know, like riding down." And then yeah, the face appears. What was funny is that like I was right behind them,
Mm-hmm.
and so when they jerked back, they
Yeah.
knocked me down to the
Oh
floor.
my god.
Yes. Oh my god.
Good time. Good time.
Yeah, good times. I also remember this one video where there was just a little girl just looking at herself in the mirror.
Oh yes.
Yeah,
Okay. So that one was really popular when I was in middle school, and they would text it to each other. Like everyone in the class in
really.
school would text it to each other, and they're like, "If you don't send this video to 10 people, you're gonna die."
Oh my god.
And it was a little girl
Hated
brushing her hair, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then she would turn around, and it was like a demon.
She'll turn around, and then immediately when she turned back, like a demon version of herself,
Yes.
more pale, black eyes.
I'm getting chills just
Yeah.
thinking about it. Yeah.
Yeah, and then she screams, and then like the demon screams back at her. That
Right.
kind of stuff. Classic YouTube.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
I hated like.
we didn't have any of that. Like in my middle school and high school, like we mainly had like what was it? Slenderman.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we mainly had. We like I remember like in the computer room, people would come early to school just to hang in the computer room.
Right.
Like it will mainly be used for like if you want to do like homework last minute or anything
Mhm.
like that. But people would just use it to play games,
Right. Just fool around.
and they'll just play the Slenderman game in there. And then like some people will also play on their phones. just
Wow.
'cause. And like yeah, and then like it just became very popular. I remember like one kid got in trouble in in my middle school because he put like as the background screen,
Mm-hmm.
like you know that infamous picture of Slenderman right next to like a kid.
Yeah.
It's black and white. He'll put as the background in every
Oh wow.
every monitor in the computer lab.
Just pranking people.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah,
No, for me it was the Scary Maze game with Exorcist.
yeah.
One that would pop out. That's the one that was popular for us. Like we had a designated class specifically for a computer, so like
Mhm.
learning how to use a computer and things like that. And by the end of like the semester, everyone had played that game, and they were all terrified and things like that. No, we never got caught, thankfully.
Yeah,
But
I
yeah,
remember that was also a thing in my school.
yeah. Often we would be like working on an assignment or something, and then you would hear someone scream, and they're like, "Oh, they were playing the game.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. For some reason, kids were just mainly interested in like, in general,
yeah,
just scary stuff. For some reason, I guess it's in some type of adrenaline rush.
yeah.
Yeah, but, but yeah, that's mainly like what I was mainly got me interested in like
Mhm.
paranormal. Like again, my grandma told me a lot of
Yeah.
stories,
Just the rush,
just the
feeling,
rush
like
of
the
it.
sensation. Yeah, the feeling of hearing scary stories and then feeling like someone's in the
Hmm.
room with you. Yeah,
Yeah, and then there's just that morbid curiosity in
right.
general, where like personally, like I don't like horror movies that much
Okay,
because especially the ones with a lot of jump scares.
right,
Just because like I don't know, it's just I don't like being anxious and like being like surprised or scared like that.
right.
Especially even like with like gory movies, like the Saw movies. Like
Yeah.
I don't like seeing gore,
Mm-hmm.
but yet I will look them up on YouTube and like for like their lore and stories and stuff like
Right.
that, or like people just explaining the films as a
Yes,
whole.
I tend to do that too.
Yeah, just like I don't like the film itself, but I like the kind of story that it brings
Right.
to us. Like for example, like the Saw, some movies they're like so convoluted that like you kind of want to watch like a
Yeah.
1 hour analysis video on all the
Right.
movies
Right.
just because of how messy the story is, and so you just want to like I don't know,
Mm-hmm.
like decrypt it yourself.
Yeah, for sure. No, I get that. I'm not a big horror movie fan either. I'm more of a slasher fan, so
Uh
I
huh.
like slasher films for like Scream, Halloween, things like that. But yeah, I agree with you with the jump scares. Like,
Yeah, they're just I don't know what's I don't know. I don't know. It's just cheap, honestly.
really.
It's cheap and like yeah, you got me there, but like I'm not terrified. Like
Mm-hmm.
you just spooked me for like a second.
Right. Yeah. Now that I'm older, I've started to watch more horror movies because even back then when I was younger, like if there would be like a commercial or like a trailer for a horror movie, I'd be like, or like I'd change the channel
Yeah,
until the horror
I'll do
movie
that
trailer
too.
was over. But now that I'm older, I'm like watching these movies and I'm like, I see these demons that they're in these movies. I'm like, they look so fake. Like I can't
Yeah.
believe I was scared of this when I was younger.
Yeah, I remember last semester I took a horror movie class. Don't ask me why.
Okay.
Like I was just I registered for like very last minute for that semester,
What?
so that's all I could have gone for as an elective.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they made us watch a couple like horror movies, a couple slashers,
Okay.
and they're also not as bloody as I thought they would be.
Mm-hmm.
I remember I saw Texas Chainsaw
Okay.
Massacre. There's not a lot of blood on it.
Really?
At the beginning, there's like a montage of a bunch of like corpses,
Uh huh.
like decaying corpses, and like
Oh, okay.
it looked very gross. But like other than that, it's just like nothing much. Like there was a scene where like a girl got like hanged by a hook,
Mm-hmm.
and then like yeah, you don't explicitly see it. You just see her like face forward,
Yeah.
like and her terrified, and then you just see like Leatherface like chop a guy up off screen.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like you hear like the chainsaw sounds and like the
The
cutting
screaming and
sounds,
all that.
the screaming, everything, all of that. But like, but you don't actually see anything like that. Even Halloween, with
Right.
Michael Myers,
Mm-hmm.
like you see a couple people getting stabbed, but like you don't. I don't know.
It's not too crazy. It's not
It's
too
nothing
graphic.
crazy.
Yeah.
It really isn't nothing crazy. Like I
Yeah.
remember,
S-
even
s-
even Child's Play with Chucky.
Which I love
Oh my,
Chucky.
you loved him.
Yeah.
I hated him.
I don't know. I thought
If
he
he
was hilarious.
if he appeared, if he appeared like on the screen somewhere, even for a commercial,
Mm-hmm.
I'll run out of the
Really?
room. Yes,
Yeah, I have relatives who are really scared of him.
I mean, like I think Chuck. If there's any horror villain that like it's valid to be scared of, is Chucky,
Right.
because I don't know, dolls in general for me are creepy.
Yeah, dolls are creepy.
Yeah, like I don't know, like are you alive? You
Yeah,
know,
for real.
it's one of those things like are you alive? Are you not?
Mm-hmm.
That way they look at you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. I remember I saw Coraline as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was terrified of that film.
The one with the animated one.
The animated, well,
Okay.
the Tim Burton movie where like it was the people with
The button eyes and
button
stuff.
eyes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes, and then I remember. Oops. I remember after that they made like a toy line
Mm-hmm.
of like nothing connected to the movie, just a bunch of dolls with sewed eyes, like bunch sewing their eyes. I'm like,
Why are we doing this?
and they advertise as like this really cute thing. I'm like, no,
Yeah.
this is creepy as hell. No, like I'm not about that.
Right. No, yeah, that makes very valid. So, speaking of Halloween,
Yeah,
this episode is gonna be going up the day before Halloween. I
day
believe?
before, or probably the day, depending when our editor will finish.
Okay. And I understand you have an activity you want to do
Yes, I do.
for Halloween.
So, I since this is the first episode, and also like it's on Halloween,
Mm-hmm.
I thought we'd make it a little special by doing something fun.
Okay.
And I have here a tier list.
Okay. Tier list. Cool.
And so I have a tier list of 16 slashers.
16 slasher films.
That yeah, and throughout all the films from the past like 20, 30 years.
Mm-hmm.
And so the how we're gonna grade this tier list is if we can beat them on a fight.
Ah, okay.
Like I'm talking. So these are the
How
grounds.
confident you are on them. Okay.
Yes. So these are the grounds. No weapons.
Okay.
You're in a room stuck with that slasher.
Okay.
Eh, same thing for the slasher. He has no weapons. Hand to hand.
Hand to hand.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. You ready?
Okay.
All right.
This is actually I've been having a screen marathon, so like I've been watching a lot of slashers. So I'm like, this is how I would beat them. But yeah, okay.
Yeah.
No weapon. That's like easier. I don't know.
It's easier for. It makes equal grounds, you know,
Right.
because
Okay.
it's not about if you could survive their films. It's more about could you beat them if you are on equal grounds with this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, so if this is, are there any people with powers in this list?
Yes, there will be.
Okay. So are those powers included or
No.
okay?
So
Or just a regular man or
yeah,
killer?
exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Which is you'll see. So we're gonna go from S to D.
Okay.
S will be S will be yes, I can beat him in a fight easily.
Okay.
D is no, I will die instantly
Okay.
if I'm in a room with this person or thing.
Okay.
Okay?
So no weapons at all.
No weapons at all.
Okay.
Hand to hand.
All right.
All right. So the first one, Freddy Krueger.
Freddy Krueger.
Yes. He loses his hands.
Right.
Or he wears a glove, right?
He wears gloves with like claws hands.
Yeah, so gloves are off, literally. And
Okay.
and you had to fight him in a room. Do you think you can beat him?
Now remind me, I haven't seen these movies in a while. Does he have any other power besides the claw, or like that
Yes,
he can go in your
he
dream?
can invade your dreams, but you can take him out of your dream, but like by waking up. So let's say he's attacking you and like in your dream,
Mm-hmm.
you like grab onto him. Someone wakes you up, and then you suck him out of the dream world with you when you wake up. That's how it happens.
Right. Right.
So, and he loses the glove for some reason. Now you're in the room, in this room with
Right.
him. You think you can beat him?
I mean, probably. He's
Probably.
not like.
He's pretty skinny.
Yeah, he's
To be
like
fair.
older, isn't he?
He's pretty old. I mean, he's dead. So and
True.
pretty burnt up and like
Yeah.
crisp.
Isn't he like scared of fire? Oh,
Uh,
but we have no weapons. Okay.
yeah, we have no weapons. So, actually,
mean-
let me look up how tall is he. Like
I don't think the height
Yeah.
matters.
tall.
'Cause I'm like, I'm pretty big. I feel like I could probably survive against most of these.
What the hell? My battery. My laptop's not charging
Uh oh.
for some reason. Oh well, I'll just not look it up. So let's say he's pretty tall. I'm pretty short. I'm 5'7".
Mm-hmm.
So the actor seemed like he was like 6 feet tall,
Right.
maybe more than that. I think. So with me is that like I fight dirty.
Okay.
I will go for the eyes first of
Okay.
all, and like maybe I'll get him in a chokehold or something. I don't know. I don't know. Like I'll definitely
mm-hmm.
I'll definitely be ruthless with him,
Right.
especially since we know that like he killed a bunch of kids.
Right.
So that's like a big no in our
Right.
society.
Right.
So where do you think we could rank him? Like
I think I'll go like A.
A.
Kind of old. So
He's
like,
pretty old, but like
kinda-
he's also just like a person with his claws and the dream world,
yeah.
and like I don't know, like
It's just a dude that's burnt.
yeah,
Basically.
pretty much,
Yeah, I'll go A.
yeah. It would depend on our fighting skills, pretty much.
True.
Yeah, and like that's pretty much how it's gonna go down with
Okay.
like most of these.
All right.
So, the guy from the movie Hush, you know.
Yes. The one. Okay.
So this guy's
So am I deaf and blind as well, or
no, you choose you.
Nah, kick his ass. No, no,
Yeah.
just some regular guy.
Yeah, he's just regular dude, right?
Yeah, I'll go S.
Yeah.
I mean, he's picking on a blind woman with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he did like also there was a scene where he tried to fight like the boyfriend
Mm-hmm.
of the girl, and like the only reason he won is because the guy like literally died in mid chokehold.
Right.
Yeah, and like he also stabbed in the neck when he didn't look.
But he also doesn't he doesn't have weapons against me, so
Yeah, he doesn't have any weapons, but like you would think that maybe he's like kind of cheeky, like when it comes
Mhm.
to fights.
mm-hmm.
So like maybe he'll I don't know. I don't know. I feel like he'll be tricky to fight because he's so he
Probably.
seems pretty conniving, in my opinion.
I'll still go S.
You still go S?
Also,
Yeah, personally, I'll still go S.
like it's just some dude. I don't
Yeah,
like. At least Freddy Krueger has like burnt up skin and like he looks creepy. But this guy,
exactly. All right, all right. Next one, the girl from the ring.
oh okay.
Yeah.
This was one of the things I was scared when I was younger.
Yeah,
So I just seeing the girl would
Just
probably be like I would probably freeze and like
yeah. But at the end of the
she's
day,
a little girl, right?
she's a little girl. Yeah.
It's a little weird.
Well, I think it depends on the version. Like,
true.
yeah,
I would feel weird beating up. I'll go. I'll go C.
go see.
Yeah, I think she
think-
looks creepy enough to like. I'll be like,
Yeah. So here's the thing with me. I think I will beat her. Like, honestly,
really?
like I'll probably be scared for like a second, but and then I'll realize, oh wait,
True.
you're just a
One-
little girl.
Yeah, once you're
Like,
like,
take a swing at me, and then I'll hit you back. You
yeah.
know,
But then she has powers, right?
no powers. Remember?
No powers here, but in real, like in the movie, she has powers.
Um, I think she just scares you to death or something, because you don't
And
exclusively.
she has a creepy voice, and she's like, "You're gonna die in 7 days."
Yeah, like you don't actually see her kill anybody like on screen.
Okay.
Like she'll pop out of the TV, and then off screen, like you'll die, and then like they'll come
Reminds
back.
me of like Scary Movie 3.
Yeah,
where she
pretty much.
fights Sydney, your TV's leaking. Yeah. You
Yeah,
know what? I'll go up. Let's go A.
let's go away. We can meet in the middle with B tier.
Sure.
Yeah.
She's
Alright.
creepy enough to.
It's creepy enough to like spook us, for sure.
We could probably die from a heart attack. I don't know.
Okay, next one. You ready for this one?
Yeah.
The xenomorph.
Alien?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm dead. No,
we're
I'm dead.
we're
That's-
fucked.
Well, that's F tier. That's not even.
Yeah.
I saw
we don't have
Romulus recently, and I was like,
Romulus. Oh yeah. Or like, I mean, the things that he does, they're not really even powers. They're just biological, like
yeah, he just.
things that he can do. You
Yeah.
know,
I don't think.
he'll one spit and we're done.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's done. That's a.
No, we're done.
That's no match
That's
right there.
GG's.
That's just,
I'd be mad too, honestly. All right. All right, the next one. The face of slashers. Michael Myers.
Michael Myers. I would
Okay.
probably. Because he's like really strong, right?
He's
And
really
like,
strong.
unkillable. So,
Like people say that he has like some supernatural like elements,
yeah.
but he's just a dude, really.
Well,
But a dude that can kill.
yeah. And how many times do they try to kill him and he still comes back?
Yeah.
I don't think you could do it with just your hands. I'm gonna go F
Yeah.
for that one.
Even if he's like, even if he doesn't have a weapon, he'll he'll kill. He's killed people with his own hands.
right.
So it will take multiple people just to get him
Yeah.
down.
Yeah,
really.
we've
the
seen it.
movies
Movies
We
are
s-
like
We've seen him get jumped, and yet he'll still get up.
yeah,
So
got shot at and everything.
so
I'll go F for that one. I'm not
yeah,
making it out
yeah.
of that room.
D tier.
Yeah, D tier. There you go.
Yeah, it's just a pretty easy one too. Yeah, at the surface, you would think like,
Mm,
nah, I can take him, but like,
Yeah.
I don't know. So now next one, Oogie Boogie from the Sinister. I think that's what his name.
I haven't seen that movie.
Haven't
Is he the
seen-
one with the long hair and like the weird mask?
Yes.
I don't know his powers or anything. I don't know what he is.
So his powers are that he just spooks you pretty
Really?
much. He's just the jump scare king at this point
Really?
because he doesn't really do anything. He just makes the kids do his bidding.
Okay.
Like he just manipulates these kids by watching the films,
Okay.
like the snuff films of like other kids killing like their families.
Okay, that sounds interesting.
But like
But
on
he
his
has no
own,
TV in this room.
yeah, there's no TV. Well, there's that one, but
Okay.
it's fine. So as long as we don't watch the films, maybe just
But you say he has no powers. So
he has
I
no
mean,
powers.
Is he a regular? Is he like a demon or something? What
He's
is?
a demon.
Okay, so that's different.
He's a demon. So we don't see him do anything, but theoretically, like
Yeah.
it'd be hard to like
If you're a demon,
hit him, kill him,
Yeah.
hand to hand.
I'll probably go. I'll go C because I don't know fully his powers.
Yeah,
I don't know if I would have a chance.
Like if all he does like just like pop out of nowhere,
Mm-hmm.
and just scare you, and then like if
then if you're in a room, he has nowhere to hide.
exactly,
Like
yeah. So maybe C, just
Yeah.
just because we're pretty unsure what he can do. And then what is this? Oh, Candyman.
Candyman. No,
Next.
he has powers.
He has powers, but he's a spirit. So Oh. I mean, he has a hook for a hand.
Yeah.
So take that away. What could he do?
Doesn't he have like bees or whatever that come out of his mouth?
Bees come out of his
But
mouth.
he- okay.
Yes. But we're saying
But
like
he's also really big. He's a big guy.
he's a pretty big dude. Have you seen the actor?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think I think he
I'll
will just
go.
punch me and then I'll be dead.
I think I'll go C too.
See as well.
Yeah.
Mm,
Because that's like a regular fight. Like you either come out of it or not. That's
yeah, but like I've seen the dude. He's like probably taller than both of us.
yeah.
So I don't know. I feel like he could go on B.
B.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
So far, I'm not too scared of anyone except the Xenomorph. I feel like I would have at least
Yeah. Him
50%
and
chance
Michael.
with everyone.
Yeah, I feel like we'd be fucked if we just in a room with a xenomorph.
Yeah.
So, definitely.
What's the next one?
So our favorite toy, Chucky.
Chucky. That's easy. That's F.
F
D tier.
D tier.
I just kick him.
You just get so S tier.
Oh yes,
S
S
tier.
tier.
S
S
tier
tier.
is-
S tier.
S tier is easy. So yeah, we'll just some people. So on the lore, it says that like he has the strength of a grown
I'm a
man.
grown man. Yeah.
Yes, but that does not make sense at all. He
Yeah.
has the small hands. Like mostly, he's gonna just pinch your. If he tries to strangle you, like he's just gonna
Mm.
pinch a fraction of your neck.
Yeah, and then he can't get close to you. So if you just keep him at like
Yeah. Like his main thing is that he will sneak up on people
yeah.
and like
So his thing is he sneaks up and he has weapons, and
Yeah.
you take that.
take that away. What
He's just a
what
doll.
what the fuck can he do? Yeah.
He could just bully you probably.
Yeah. He'll talk shit to you
Yeah.
and like but like yeah, just curb stomp him and you're good.
I mean, all he fights are kids most of the time too.
Yeah.
The kids are like surviving.
Yeah. So yeah, I think S tier is a pretty
Yeah,
easy one.
Kids are
Like,
against Chucky.
I think the whole thing of like the reason that he's so strong is because he has a strength of grown man is absolute BS.
Mm-hmm.
Because like by just like physics alone, like you know,
Yeah.
because you're so small, you're
Even
so
if it's
compact,
like yeah,
so small and compact. If I sit on you, you're not gonna stand up at all.
true.
Yeah. All right. So we have for this one we have Hannibal Lecter from Hannibal.
So he is S tier. And I'll tell you why.
Okay.
He's old, right?
Yeah.
And I don't think he could eat me.
I
I don't know. He would have to reach me, right? And if he doesn't have any like, because he's
Yeah.
really smart.
He's
He
a
would
very
have
smart
to
dude.
like, I don't know. I feel like I'll be more scared of Buffalo Bill than him.
Buffalo Bill.
Yeah, the one that's like, that catches women or whatever.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know. I don't think Cannibal Lecter would be a threat. I feel like
Yeah.
he also wouldn't want to fight you. He'd probably talk his way out of a fight.
Yeah,
Then
he's
he'll-
more of a I don't know, like he's more brains than brawn, if anything.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. It's just the thing. I don't know. At this point. I'm thinking of like, can I beat an old man in the fight?
Yeah.
I'm thinking
'cause
that
he's
asking that to myself.
Anthony Hopkins. Can you beat Anthony Hopkins in a fight? 'Cause
100%.
he has no powers or nothing. So
100%. Yeah,
I'll
let's
go
just
S.
put him S. Yeah, let's put him in S. So let's do another one. There's also iconic Jason Voorhees.
Jason Voorhees, I
Yes.
think he'd kill me.
Yeah, he'll kill us.
Yeah, I think that's
Dude, strong.
yeah.
Talk about like a messed up dude. Like,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
yeah.
he's got mommy issues. We don't.
Yeah, you don't want to mess with a guy with mommy issues
Yeah,
for
real,
sure.
No, that's
Yeah.
easy.
Also, the fact that he survived like in a lake, under a lake for
Mhm.
so many years, and waited until the end of the film to pop
For real.
out. Yeah, nah, he'll kill us. He's 100% going to D tier. All right, so this might be another S tier,
Okay.
another Hannibal Lecter type of character.
Okay.
Jigsaw.
Jigsaw.
Yes. What's his name? John Kramer. Yeah.
Yeah. Without his traps and
He's
things,
literally nothing without straps.
that's easy S tier.
I mean, unless he rigs
Isn't
the
he already
room.
dying too?
He died in the third movie,
Okay.
and so somehow they made like 10 more after that.
That's easy.
Yeah, it's easy S tier. Like, unless he rigs the room before we even like arrive.
Right. But
Like,
you say he has no abilities, so
yeah, exactly. So
just some regular white dude.
exactly.
Yeah.
Some old dude that's dying from cancer. Can you beat a cancer patient? Is the
Yeah,
question.
just pretty much just wait it out. I'll live him. Basically.
Yeah, pretty much. All right. So next one is: can you beat Jack Nicholson in The Shining?
No axe.
Like he's crazy.
He is crazy.
He's crazy. So
It'll be a little fight. Like it'll be
it will make him unpredictable
yeah.
for sure.
I'll take some. Okay, I'll go A for him because I'm like, okay, maybe this will struggle a bit.
Well, my laptop died. Oh well.
Oh.
So
Fine.
that's fine. We had another one after that.
Okay.
So yeah, we'll just put him like A tier. You said
I would be A B ish, somewhere around there.
I'll meet you in the middle with B.
Okay.
Yes, he is a person, but like he goes insane.
Mm-hmm.
So it would just make him pretty unpredictable what he could
Right.
do to us.
True.
And then for the final one,
But he's also short, so
it's a little short. Is he short
I think he. I don't know. He looked short when he was in Joker.
in Joker? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, he might be like maybe 6 feet tall.
Okay.
5'9" probably.
Yeah, I'll stay with A B ish.
Yeah,
I don't.
I'll stick with B.
Okay. I
Yeah,
don't fear Johnny.
I mean like yeah. So yeah, and then the final one that was in the tier list.
Okay.
I'll do it later. It's the infamous Ghostface.
Scream.
Yes. So
Okay, which one though?
which one?
Is it the two?
So here's the thing. Scream is just a person.
Okay.
So basically, I think in the grounds that we had to grade him is, can you beat a random person on the streets into a fight? In a fight,
Probably.
like it's just a random person. You don't get to pick. It can be larger, tall, large, smaller. It can be a woman, it can be a man. You know,
Then yeah, I'll probably go. I'll go A tier.
you go A tier.
Yeah, because I think they're crazy enough to
Yeah,
want to murder people and like they have motive.
yeah.
Most of
They
the
also
time
have motives for some reason.
If it's Emma Roberts from
Emma-
like Scream,
Easily,
yeah.
easy.
But if it's I don't know,
Yeah.
Shaggy from the first one, I forgot his name. That might be a challenge.
Maybe. What was his name? Actually, yeah.
I forgot. I just watched this movie Friday. I don't know.
What in five nights or what?
No, it's Scream. I've been rewatching the Scream movie.
Oh yeah, you said.
Yeah, I'm
yeah.
on the second one. I finished the second one. Need to watch the third
Mm.
one this weekend.
I need to watch some scary movies, honestly. So
Yeah, no, especially for Halloween.
yeah,
I recently saw Thanksgiving, which is another slasher film.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah, there's a Thanksgiving themed slasher film now. That movie's kind of ridiculous. So the first scene, so the whole reason for the murders or like what causes the guy to want to murder people is Black Friday shopping. There's an incident that happens where like people rush into, I think it's supposed to be like a Walmart or a Best Buy,
Mm-hmm.
and people start dying because they're fighting over boxes. People get trampled and stuff. I'm not gonna spoil it, but like the motive of why the person kills is from that scene. And
Just
it's
from
just
Black
ridiculous.
Friday.
Black Friday shopping, yeah.
Yeah. So,
I mean, yeah, people have died before.
slasher films are just so hit or miss.
Yeah,
Really.
it was entertaining for like the first couple of minutes, but then I was like, this is kind of draggy.
Yeah. Even like the classic slasher films are like what was it? Halloween Ends? No, not Ends.
The recent one,
Yeah, the recent. It was no, it was Halloween 2018. Then Kills, right, and then Ends.
yeah,
Ends was just like Michael Myers wasn't even in it.
yeah.
Pretty
Oh
much.
no, I don't even get me started. That movie, horrible,
Horrible.
horrible
We
movie.
can rant about it.
Ruined it. Yeah, we'll have a whole episode dedicated to this
Honestly,
movie.
yeah, we should.
Ruined the whole trilogy. Well, actually, the second one wasn't that good either. But the first movie from the remake, like the reboot, was good with Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah.
That
Only
one
reason
was good.
only reason I'll forgive it is because they actually kill Michael Myers.
Yeah,
Um,
it was brutal too. Like they just
They just put him in a
chopped him
fucking
off.
yeah.
Yeah.
Which
Well,
like
like the whole movie's not even about him. It's about some random
kid,
white
yeah,
dude. Yeah,
that accidentally killed another smaller kid.
yeah. Like, oh, this is
Yeah.
dumb.
Yeah, honestly, I would have moved. I would have like just moved to another town after that.
For
I don't
real.
understand. The
I
fuck,
don't
man. Like, oh well.
But yeah,
But yeah, so that was our tier list. The editor can just put it on the screen right now, and that will be it. So
we're gonna have to do this again with like actual powers and see how we can survive.
definitely,
Like if we were in
oh,
the movie.
oh, this is not going to be like a regular thing, but I'm definitely going to be sprinkling these like tier list stuff,
Right, right.
like in some episodes for
Mhm.
sure, because I really do think they're fun. To like,
Yeah, for sure.
yeah, I have some already planned out,
Oh, cool.
like for the future. So, but yeah, for now, this was the podcast,
Yep. The
our first episode,
episode 1.
episode 1 on Halloween. Yeah,
Hopefully there's no issues this time.
yeah, let's hope so. This is definitely our first like recording.
Yeah.
We did not record.
We did
Right
not
before-
record this previously.
yeah.
This is our no.
Yeah, this is our first take one in our first
Eh.
episode.
Not counting the podcast we did for the class.
The
It's
pilots.
like what is this like? It is the third try, right?
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah, so yeah,
That's
so
the charm.
the pilot can be like lost media at this
Yeah, for
point.
real.
Yeah, but yeah,
Uh,
that was it. Got anything else to say
No,
to the audience or to me?
no. I've got some more stories I can share definitely for
Yeah,
next episodes. So I'll
definitely.
save them. I got a lot. I got like stories from families, stories I've heard online, true crime stuff.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
I'll
oh
be
yeah.
eager to
We
share those.
we got tons of that soon. So that was it, guys.
Um,
B-
for the what is it like?
So
I'll let you close it out. Yeah.
okay, no worries, no worries, no worries. Okay, make sure to follow us on both YouTube and Spotify, and any other socials. We'll have them in the link below.
Mhm.
And remember, don't look back.